Today I'm going to be building a fully functioning computer from just a pile of parts, and all the parts for this build will be linked in the description. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe because I want to hit 4,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. Okay, so let's get right into it. So what we have is the Samsung 980 Pro SSD, Intel 670p, AMD Ryzen 9 7900X CPU, Thermalright TLC12 CWS fans, G.Skill Flare X5 RAM, Deepcool AK620 CPU cooler, ASUS Tuf Gaming 850W PSU, Strix B650EF motherboard, AMD RX 7900 XT, Nitro XZ2 gaming monitor, Corsair 4000D airflow. And to get into building this, I'm just going to unpack the motherboard. And there it is. That's the motherboard. Alright, so next thing is I'm going to take the CPU, which basically it is used to process all the information that goes through the computer. So it's a pretty important part. I'm going to take it out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to flip open the little CPU slot, open it up, stick it inside. It takes 10,000 years to close this. And it's in there. Okay, now for the RAM. The RAM's important too, but the only mistake I made was I put it in the first and second slot when I should have done the second and fourth. Okay, so I'm putting on thermal paste now, and it basically just keeps the CPU from getting too hot and melting. So I'm putting a lot of thermal paste on. Like, why is this taking such a long time? And I'm going to put the heatsink on, or the CPU cooler. If I screw this down in, the fans help cool the CPU so it doesn't overheat and melt. Next is the storage. An SSD basically stores everything on a computer. So this is my fast SSD that I'm going to use for gaming. And then the second SSD I'm going to use for video storage and stuff. So, yep, this is the gaming SSD. We got them both in, and now it's time to put the motherboard into the case. Okay, I just load it in there and line it up with some pins, and it should be screwed in. Now I'm just gonna screw it in, and yeah, that's really cool. Also, notice how I put the fans in the front of the case, and there's also fans on the heatsink. So the power supply gives the computer its power, so I'm gonna screw this in, and yeah, I'll connect everything up later. But this is the best part, where you put the graphics card in. So the graphics card is mainly something only like a gamer would use, or like a video editor or something, because it speeds up gaming stuff, gives you higher FPS, and just makes everything better. So yeah, I plugged the graphics card in there, now I'm plugging everything in. Graphics card's plugged in, the power supply, everything is plugged in. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty cool. Look at, that's a big mess of wires though in the back. Alright. This is the Wi-Fi, so I'm screwing this in so it can get a good internet connection. Since the motherboard has Wi-Fi 6. Time to plug in the keyboard, plug in the mouse, plug in the monitor to the graphics card, plug in Windows, flip the power switch, push the on button. This is the moment that I realized that the RAM was in the wrong slots, so I switched it. And look at this thing. I mean, just look at that. That's insane. The monitor is 2K, so everything looks really crisp. I'm super happy with this build.